Alfred Desio was born in 1932, and these are his parents, Agnes and Neil. This is Alfred when apparently at 4 he stopped a dance contest and asked the audience not to talk while he was tapping because it was too hard for him to concentrate. He continued tapping and he continued interactively working with his audience as he grew a little older. This is Alfred with Joe Pilates, whom he assisted for a number of years. Joe had a studio over on 8th Avenue at the time, and here he is, a little older, with his dad. Alfred was in the original cast of West Side Story, and this photo is from when he put it together, I think out in Texas. This is a picture of me he carried in his wallet. My name is Louise Reichlin, and Alfred was my husband. This letter is from Nancy Cortez. It was written in 1977, and it was Alfred's first teaching job for the Community School of Performing Arts, which was at USC at the time. It later became the Colburn School, where he taught for 30 years. The studio he's working in was called the Performing Arts Annex, which the Community School shared with the School of Music and the School of Drama at USC. It was a great studio. I taught classes there also. This is Alfred with Fayard Nicholas. In 1979, Alfred was invited to do a tap festival at UCLA. And this is Damon Winman, who was one of Alfred's students at USC and who later worked with him. Alfred was a painter as well as a choreographer, dancer, inventor. And these are paintings that he used in a blend piece that we did called Merchant's Lunch or Ulysses Meets Camunda. As you can see, Ulysses was a tap dancer as well as a boxer here, and Damon was a chef. In this production, Camunda is played by Lisa Moses, and Alfred is Ulysses. The man on the left is Dan McDonald, one of the dancers in my company, and interestingly enough, he died of cancer right around when Alfred did. This is from a shoot the LA Times did of us for a photo story. It was in the early 80s. Alfred and I did a number of blend pieces that included both modern and tap, and in The Lark in the Morning, which is from Celtic Suite, he played the flute and sang the traditional Irish song. We had a grant from USC to put together Celtic Suite. In this, I danced The Lark. I originally choreographed it for Lisa Moses, but when she left the company, I took over the part because I really liked it. It was also fun to dance while Alfred sang and played for this dance. Alfred and I always had to explain to people how we could do modern and tap dance in the same program, and this was a mid-80s flyer that explained it. We used some reviews and articles, and it talked about Alfred's electronic tap dance as well as my modern dance. This is a group called Kids Tap LA, and they were Alfred's students. This is them a little bit older. The first time they danced in concert under the name Kids Tap LA was at the LA Children's Museum, and you're going to see a photo from that program now. They were still called Kids Tap LA, and the names of the students were Michelle Curry, Channing Holmes, Ruby Livingston, Emsada Mohammed, Aisha Morgan, and Gina Nicholson. This is what they each wrote about themselves. They were very young at the time. They're grown up now. The Colburn School is what the community school turned into, and we were asked to add Colburn to the name Kids Tap, so it could become a joint project of Colburn School and our company, LA Choreographers and Dancers. These are of Alfred and Gregory Hines. The director, writer of the film Tap had seen a documentary of Alfred on television and had the idea of incorporating electronic tap, which Alfred invented, into the film. These are pictures that were taken on the set with Sandman Sims and then with Sammy Davis Jr. In 1996, we went to Barcelona for the dance festival there. This is Channing Cook Holmes, who was only, I think, 16 at the time, and we took him with us. It was a very exciting performance. The producers, rather than being in a big office building, were in an apartment house that had a garden. And that's really where I got the idea that it would be great to have a company that was in a house as opposed to an office downtown. These are all pictures of the producers and myself here at their computer. Alfred was also a photographer, and this is a picture he took of himself reflected in a mirror. This one I took of him in front of a wonderful antique door in Barcelona. On the way back, we stopped to visit my mom on the east coast of the United States.